Please come in.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Hollywood Interviews. We're here with Emma Shannon. You may know her from The Righteous Gemstones or Better Things. Emma, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really good. I actually just got back from Walmart.
Nice.
Oh, what a great segue. Getting back from Walmart. Awesome.
That's fantastic. I do love the Walmart. All right, so Emma, how did you get started in this crazy world of film and television?
So I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts. And when I was like 5, I started acting classes at a place called John Robert Powers. And from there, I entered a competition called iPop, which brought me out here and to Los Angeles. And that's kind of where I got discovered by my manager. And then my manager got me an appointment with my agent that I have now. And yeah.
So
Very
awesome. So that's so your first thing was a short. Did you get your manager and agent after that? Is that what they saw you in, that, or was it the Grey's Anatomy little part you did that got you noticed?
I got my agent before that, I believe. Before I did anything really.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
That's very cool. So to piggyback off that question, how did you land the role of young Judy Gemstone on The Righteous Gemstones? And how was it working on this incredibly funny, weird, heartfelt show that is, pretty much killing HBO Max at the moment?
Okay, so basically, my mom got an email about an audition, and it was, but so at first we didn't know a lot about the younger version that I was supposed to be playing.
Mm-hmm.
But we did know who it was played by. So to kind of get the mannerisms that Edie Patterson does and how she acts, I studied by watching Vice Principals.
Excellent.
And I absolutely loved it. It is so hilarious.
So good.
So I went in to the audition, and then I ended up getting a callback for it. And in the callback, David Gordon Green was in the room with me, and he gave me a bunch of directions, and then we played around with improv and stuff like that. And it's really funny. My mom always does this thing where, like, when I get a role, she'll call me by the role's name. So I was walking out of school one day, and I was walking out the gate, and my mom goes, "Hey, Judy." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" And she was like, "Yep, I'm serious." And I was so excited because we were going to be going to South Carolina, and I just absolutely loved the character that I was doing. And yeah.
That's really cool that your mom does that. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's really, really cool. Like if I got a part, I would want someone to tell me in that way. That's really neat.
Yeah, she always does that too. Like whenever I get something, that's how she tells me.
Well, shout out to your mom. That is really, really cool.
That is awesome.
I'm gonna try to start a beef war here real quick though. Who is the better actor, you or J. Gavin Wild?
Hmm.
Do it. Come on.
I had a feeling that this was coming. Oh boy. I think he is, to be honest. He is amazing. He is, his instincts are incredible, and we just like work so well together.
Your chemistry is awesome, and both of you really embody the role so perfectly. So I would say it's equal in my eyes. We're not going to say who's going to win. I think you both have just nailed the role, and hopefully you get to, there we go. Hopefully you get to continue that role in future seasons, because I would really like, I think the whole audience watching would really appreciate some more flashback scenes.
I really hope so. I really hope we do.
I have a good feeling.
What I find funny is that you and Gavin both watched Vice Principals to get into the characters.
Oh yeah, he did tell me that.
No, yeah, honestly, out of season 2 so far, that has been my favorite episode and favorite. Yeah, when you guys, especially when you guys are all together for Christmas, and it's such a
magic,
such a great scene.
I love being able to have the freedom to like kind of just say whatever. Yes. And I love cussing and swearing on the show.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna touch on that as well. Yes. That is just probably a kid's dream come true. I had a little bit of a strict upbringing. I wasn't really allowed to cuss until later in life, but boy, when it happens, the floodgates open up, and it's just 1,000 to say. So I imagine that is fun. I actually was in the scene where it's right in front of the Christmas tree, and it was the Gemstone family photos. So I was a background player in that scene, and just to hear in a Christmas setting, the cusses and all of that, I just had to like cover my mouth because I was gonna just crack up. That was really, really, really fun to witness.
It's definitely very hard not to laugh with this show during the scenes. It is very difficult not to laugh.
For sure.
Oh yeah. So it is filmed here in Charleston. So did you enjoy Charleston? That's where we're from, actually. So
yeah.
Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. And the first time I was there, I couldn't believe that I was like in a different state for an acting job, because this was my first acting job that I actually had to fly somewhere.
Oh, cool.
And it was like very surreal for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm here right now because I'm filming something. I just thought that was really cool. And yeah.
Yeah, we love Charleston. Couldn't imagine living anywhere else. Yeah, awesome. So you have done a lot of late night talk show stuff. How is that? How is late night different from like a normal TV set?
I think the difference is sometimes when I would be on one of the shows, it would be in front of a live audience on the stage. So, but then again, some shows that I have been on also have a live audience, but I think that's the main difference. Sometimes I'd be doing a skit pre-recorded, and then other times it would be in front of a live audience, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Is there any added pressure from the performance because it's a live audience?
A little bit. I had to do this skit on Jimmy Kimmel, and I had to learn a song and a dance, and along with 2 other girls, and I was very, very nervous about that, but I ended up killing it. So
confidence is key. There you go. Absolutely. Awesome. Well, my next question involves continuation of my childhood. I was a gigantic Full House fan, and actually a very big Fuller House fan. So I want to talk to you a little bit about your episode that you did. Just any experiences that stood out from being on that set. Of course, we had the unfortunate passing of Mr. Bob Saget. I don't know if you got to see him or interact with him on the set, but just for you being in some scenes with my childhood heroes is pretty awesome.
It was incredible. When I found out that I got it, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was very excited. I was very excited to meet everybody. Fun fact, I actually went to the same elementary school as one of Jodie Sweetin's daughters.
Oh, wow.
Well, both of her kids went to the elementary school, and I actually knew her. Well, I met her before, and it was just a great experience, and I loved the costumes that I got to wear, especially the princess outfit. I was in love with that, and the crown. I definitely felt in character when I was wearing that. Everyone was super nice, super welcoming, and just like included you and everything. And it was just a really, really great experience.
Awesome. That's really cool.
That is so cool. Yeah, Fuller House and Full House. Yeah, that's a huge part of our childhoods for sure. So that, yeah, that's super cool. All right, let's talk about Better Things. How is it being on that show?
Oh my gosh. This is Better Things is a very, very special show to me because I've been on it since season 1 and I was 10 years old. And it's just so real. It's like the show just feels real and you just feel connected to it. And it's always so much fun being with the girls, Olivia, and everybody. It's incredible, and it is an amazing experience. And yeah,
I suppose for being on a show that long, yeah, I suppose you guys would have these bonds and that go past the show, and yeah, that's so cool. So I suppose you got to work with Kevin Pollak. Did you get to work with him a bunch on the show?
yes.
Yeah, he's a legend. Did he do any voice impersonations?
No, he didn't. I don't think he did.
Really? I feel like he just does it all the time.
I'm trying to think. I'm actually sure he has. But he is so awesome as well. Everybody is so awesome on that show. And yeah.
Yeah, that show has like a lot of amazing talent on it. It's wild.
Oh, and Pamela is absolutely amazing. She's so smart and she knows what she wants, and she's incredible. Her instincts are amazing, and yeah, she does it all. She's amazing.
Yeah, she's definitely one of the best parts of that show by far. Like, yeah, she
Absolutely.
definitely brings it. Yeah, I just realized both shows you're working on right now like have insane casts. Like,
We do.
you get to work with a lot of really amazing people. Do you have any stories of John Goodman? Do you want to talk about?
He is just the sweetest person. He'll open the door for you, and he's always making us laugh on during like scenes, not during the scenes, but like in between scenes. He'll make like funny noises and funny jokes, and it's so cute because little Tristan, who plays Calvin, he was just cracking up, and it's just, he's amazing and he's so talented, and I am so honored to have met him. He is great. He is incredible.
So I also do some work on Gemstones, and the first time I was in a scene with him, we had wrapped and we were all going to eat, and he was literally walking by me and he started just singing. Did he ever do that to y'all? He just randomly starts singing. I don't.
I love it. I love it so much. I love it. I love it.
You don't really see people do that, and I'm just like, oh, okay. That's really sweet.
But
what's that?
Go ahead, Emma.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say he's always making us laugh, and he's super, super sweet. And Tristan was just cracking up. Couldn't stop. And I couldn't stop either. It was really funny.
Yeah, John's definitely he loves life. What about Walton Goggins? Was it hard to keep a straight face in scenes with him?
Yes. He is he is hilarious. And it's very hard to keep a straight face when you're in a scene with him, because the funny lines he says them so like, what's the word? So casual.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yep.
And it just makes it so funny. And a thing he does with us is before like the scene starts, he'll like just start improving before the actual scene starts. And I love that he does that. It gives us energy before the actual scene starts. And it's refreshing that he does that. And he's a very smart actor.
Oh yeah, I love Noah got to see a lot of that this season. Him and Danny improving before scenes, and apparently a lot of that stuff sometimes makes it into the show. So that's really cool.
So speaking of improv, of course, Edie's fantastic at it. Tim, the entire cast. Emma, did you find it challenging to do improv on the set, or just was it freeing as far as in between, and just what Danny and Jody and everyone got you to just play around with the scenes?
Maybe the first season it was a little more challenging for me, but like every time I came back, it would just get like easier. And by season 2, it just felt great to be able to have that freedom to kind of like improv. And it definitely was challenging at first, but it was really fun to be able to kind of to improv, and sometimes it would get put into the actual episode. And
that's cool, because it's almost like you're a writer at that point, because that came from you, and to see that on screen, I'm sure that's pretty neat. Awesome. So you've done a lot in your career so far. Oh my gosh, I'm at such a young actress, from the age of 10 up until 15. Where would you like your career to sort of go next? Is there a genre of TV or movies that you've not explored yet that you would really want to sort of sink your teeth into?
Let me think.
Because it's been a lot of course, comedy.
Oh
my
God. Okay. So my dream, since I was little, like since I started at 5 years old, I've always wanted to be in a movie with Adam Sandler.
Oh, wow. Yes. Oh.
I I love Adam Sandler. He is hilarious, and I've always wanted to be in a movie with him. So if I could say where I want my career to go, I want it to go there.
Adam Sandler, if you're watching and listening, we got the perfect person for you. He makes a lot of Netflix shows and things. So, yep, absolutely. Adam Sandler, if you're watching, somebody grab his agent and get this girl on the show or a movie. He's not slowing down. I'm sure there's plenty of opportunities for you to be. That would be a dream come true for me too. Adam Sandler's the man.
Yeah, that would be.
He is.
That would be cool.
That'd be fantastic. I'd probably pass out if I got that phone call. You're gonna be in the next Adam Sandler movie.
You're straight dead.
What? I felt that way when I got the call that I could do work in Gemstones. I was like, I get to meet John Goodman. I was like, I grew up with Dan Connor. Like that was like the show my family watched religiously. So yeah, that's crazy. That'd be so sweet.
It would. Absolutely. I really hope that does happen to me in the future.
Dreams come true. Anything could happen. I mean, you go from one day, acting, and then you're winning the contest, and then you're going from Boston all the way to LA, and you're flying from LA to South Carolina. And then, from our perspective, we're on the set of the Gemstones. We get to meet everyone. Then we get to be honored to have all of y'all on the show with us, because it's a new thing for us as well. So it's definitely in that spirit. What kind of advice would you give to either anybody of any age, whether they're starting out at 10 years old or they're 80, if just a piece of advice for folks that want to maybe get into acting?
My main advice would be to keep practicing and keep at it if it's really, really something that you want to do, because yes, it is hard, but it is amazing, and it is such a great experience, and there are going to be lots of no's before the yes. So you just got to keep going and not get too down about the ones that you don't get, and you have to just keep moving forward.
That's absolutely excellent advice.
Well said. Yeah,
that's well said.
Yeah, the no's are going to flood in, which is unfortunate. But yeah, when those yeses come in, takes a
because when we first came out here, it was only supposed to be for 3 months, mm-hmm. and then we would go back because we were coming for pilot season, and then we would go back. And I was going on a lot of auditions, and I wasn't getting anything, and it was really bringing me down. But right before we were about to leave to go home, I booked my first job, which was a Little Caesars pizza commercial.
Nice.
And then we never went. Well, we do visit, but we didn't go back. Yeah.
Little Caesars. I do love me some Little Caesars.
Not a sponsor, but hey, Little Caesars, if you want to sponsor our show, we would happily take it.
And it's hot and ready too. So
yes, it is hot.
5 minutes.
Beat it, literally.
5 minutes, you're in and out.
That's so awesome.
I love how this turned into a Little Caesars commercial, but I love Little Caesars so much.
A
little dude pizza, so great.
Since we're talking about food, I think we've asked because we've had a couple people on the show that have worked in stuff in Charleston. When you were here, what was your favorite place to eat at? Because there's so many restaurants in Charleston, South Carolina, that I've been here most of my life, and I have not eaten at probably 50% of them.
Okay, I have 2 places. So in the hotel that Gavin and I always stay at, right next door, there's a drive-through cookout, And I love Cookout. I love the burgers. I love the milkshakes, all of it. It is so good. I always get the Reese's peanut butter cup. Reese's. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But I always the peanut butter cup one.
Yeah.
And also during the first season, actually it's funny, the first day that Gavin and I met, after set, we got in their car and went to the beach after the first day we met. And we went to this, I'm not really sure I don't remember what it's called, and I think something else is there now, but it was this really cool, like, under the sea type of restaurant, and it had like this like octopus on the ceiling, and I just really remember like what it looked like, and it was really cool.
See, I've been here most of my life, and I have no idea what restaurant you're talking about.
I know what that is, but I'm not going to say it because it doesn't, privacy and all that stuff. And it doesn't exist anymore. You're right. They're switching it to something else. But that is a fantastic restaurant. They're way back in my Instagram stories. And I'm a local. I was like, look at this cool octopus on the ceiling when it first opened.
Yeah, I have pictures too.
Heck yeah, it was cool. Yeah, there's anything on the beach is also a fantastic restaurant.
Cookout. So for our Midwestern watchers and people on the West Coast, Cookout is a restaurant where you go to and you get like a cheeseburger, but then your sides are like a corn dog, chicken nuggets. Like, it's not your typical restaurant. It's so weird. It's the coolest thing ever. Now, speaking of Cookout, because you live on the West Coast, which is better, Cookout or In-N-Out?
Oh, why do you have to do this to me?
Oh my gosh. Both are watching. Both In-N-Out and Cookout are watching. So
no.
Okay, so I've only had In-N-Out once in my life, and I've had Cookout a lot. But I'll tell you right now, In-N-Out burger. In-N-Out.
I've never had it. I've never been.
In-N-Out is amazing, and I wish we had it down here on the East Coast.
I think In-N-Out does win on that one.
Oh yeah.
No, I love Cookout. Sorry, Cookout. I love you, but In-N-Out is better. Not better, but yeah, no. I don't know. I don't want to say better, but
Cookout's like, well, we're not booking her for no commercials anytime soon. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, they're about the same. I don't know. I'll put it this way. In-N-Out's burgers were amazing. I mean, that's just a hard burger to beat. I mean, that's just.
I think it's like, I think it kind of depends on like what you have more, if that's
true. Very true.
Because I don't know.
True that. So Emma, what are you currently working on these days?
These days.
You got anything you're coming out with or working on?
Oh, yes.
Next.
So I have 4 episodes of Better Things coming out.
Cool.
February 28th, I believe, is when the season premieres. Yes, and I'm very, very excited about that. So please stay tuned. And
y'all watch her on the show. That's a great plug. That's what we want. That's what we're here for. Definitely watch on the 28th Better Things. Yeah, you have no better things to do. No one has any better things to do than to watch Better Things.
Better Things is actually a very, very well made show. The writing is amazing. The cast is amazing. Yeah, you definitely check out Better Things. Well, Emma, Noah, you have any other questions? Or I think Noah left us.
He's like, no, I'm here. I'm here, guys. I'm not leaving.
Like, you know what? I'm just out.
He said no.
My final question is this, because of course we had Jay Gavin on and you as well. So it seems like you guys sort of stay in touch after filming and everything like that. So do you have any final words? I'm trying to start this beef between the two of y'all, or any nice things to say about Gavin himself. He had some nice things to say about you actually off camera, which we should have recorded. He had some fantastic, and he is one of the people that suggested that, you know, I reach out to have you on the show. So he's a cool kid. But do you have any parting words for him before we leave?
Yeah, we're super close. We talk pretty much every other day or almost every day. And he is hilarious. He's a very, very funny person. He he's always coming up with like really, really random stories. Like the other day I was on the phone with him and he was like making up really random stories and I didn't even know what he was talking about, but I don't know what he was talking about. But he was just making up a whole story and I was just listening. I was just sitting there listening. And he's very imaginative and very creative. And he is crazy with visual effects and with like, and he like takes photos and videos, and he's working on his own movie, and he's incredible. He's killing it right now. And yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. One last final question for me. I said it was the last, but hey, you know, I talk to folks all day about TV and movies. Have you ever thought, or do you have any aspirations of being behind the camera in any way, either a director or producer or anything, visual effects, makeup?
Definitely. I write stuff all the time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I'm currently writing like a horror movie type.
We love horror. Nice. Do you say
like
horror? We're like, yeah.
So me and Noah, we own a production company. We own Cloudy Sky Entertainment, and so far the only stuff we've made is horror. It's just it's all we seem to gravitate to. It's like when we want to come up with the idea for something, we're like our newest movie, we're like, dude, let's make a feature film that we can throw out in the festival scene. And we start writing down stuff, and by the time we're done, we're like, dang it, we just wrote another horror movie. How does this keep happening?
No, it's so interesting to just write horror stuff. And I don't know, it just comes to you, you know?
Yeah, I think with horror, it just allows you to be different. You know, it's not you can just do whatever you want, basically. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So do you have a favorite horror film, or sort of what you're inspired by? Or even a genre? Are you more of a slashers person or a monster movie person, or like a demonic possession, sort of like the Conjuring kind of films? What kind of
that kind of like the possession stuff freaks me out.
Same.
But I do like that a lot. I really like every kind. I like slashers. I like them all, to be honest.
Good answer. Same. Absolutely.
I can't pick.
Yeah, it's too hard. It really is. Yeah. All right, Emma. Well, I think that's all we had. Thank you for stopping by Hollywood Interviews. This has been a blast. Hopefully we can have you back on again. And y'all, thanks for watching.
Thanks, Emma.
Thank you.